Today, we embark on an exhilarating journey through the history of human civilizations, spanning millennia, from the first steps of humankind to the complex interactions in the globalized world of the 21st century. Why is it important to study history? Because it holds the answers to many questions about our present and future. Imagine a world where early humans painted on cave walls, bustling markets filled ancient cities, and great minds shaped ideas that we study even today. Each era has left its mark, and these traces create a mosaic of our history. This is not just a recounting of dates and events. It's a living tapestry reflecting our achievements and failures, hopes and fears. How did humanity navigate challenges and celebrate victories? How did cultural and technological changes shape our society? Let's delve into these fascinating stories. In this video, we will explore key moments in history that have transformed our understanding of the world. So buckle up as we set off on an exciting journey through the well-known and forgotten pages of history. We begin our journey with early humans, who survived in harsh environments. Hunter-gatherers, living in small tribes, relied on stone tools to procure food. This world required survival skills and deep knowledge of nature. These primitive communities laid the foundations of social structure, interacting and developing language. Their cave paintings served not only as forms of self-expression, but also as vital tools for teaching and sharing knowledge. Recent scientific discoveries suggest that our ancestors had far more complex thinking than previously believed, giving us a unique perspective on the evolution of human civilization. They developed social bonds and cultural practices that would shape future societies. The Neolithic Revolution. Around 10,000 BCE, the Neolithic Revolution took place, marking the transition from nomadic lifestyles to settled farming. This shift catalyzed the formation of the first civilizations. Agriculture enabled people to produce food in surplus, leading to population growth and the rise of cities. In these burgeoning urban centers, new forms of social organization emerged, including religion and governance. People began to construct temples and establish systems of management, laying the groundwork for future empires. The rise of city-states. As farming techniques advanced, we saw the emergence of city-states. These were independent urban centers that exerted control over surrounding areas. The Sumerians in Mesopotamia, for example, established one of the earliest known city-states, Uruk, characterized by monumental architecture and complex administrative systems. Trade became increasingly important as city-states interacted with one another, leading to cultural exchanges and innovations. The development of writing systems, such as cuneiform and hieroglyphics, allowed for record-keeping and the transmission of knowledge across generations. Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization. With the advent of agriculture, Mesopotamia emerged as one of the cradles of civilization. Located between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, it witnessed the rise of the Sumerians, Akkadians, Babylonians, and Assyrians. The Sumerians are credited with creating one of the earliest writing systems, cuneiform, which enabled record-keeping and the documentation of laws. The Code of Hammurabi, one of the oldest deciphered writings of significant length, established a framework for justice and governance. It emphasized the idea of accountability, a principle that remains foundational in modern legal systems. In addition to writing, Mesopotamian advancements in mathematics and astronomy laid the groundwork for future scientific inquiry. Their understanding of the calendar and celestial movements influenced many subsequent cultures. Ancient Egypt, the gift of the Nile. Moving on to ancient Egypt, the Nile River was the lifeblood of this civilization, providing fertile land for agriculture. Egyptians built monumental structures, including the Great Pyramids of Giza, which served as tombs for pharaohs, believed to be divine rulers. Religion played a central role in Egyptian society, with gods and goddesses influencing every aspect of life. The concept of the afterlife was profoundly important, leading to elaborate burial practices and the construction of temples dedicated to their deities. Despite the passage of millennia, Egypt's influence is still felt today through its contributions to art, architecture, and mathematics. The Indus Valley Civilization, flourishing around 2500 BC in present-day Pakistan and northwest India, was known for its advanced urban planning and architecture. Cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro featured sophisticated drainage systems and grid-like layouts. Despite its achievements, the Indus Valley Civilization remains somewhat enigmatic, as much of its script remains undeciphered. However, it laid the foundations for future Indian cultures and contributed significantly to trade networks across the region. Ancient China, the land of dynasties. Ancient China emerged with dynasties that shaped its culture and governance. The Xia, Shang, and Zhou dynasties made significant contributions to Chinese civilization, including advancements in metallurgy, agriculture, and philosophy. Confucianism and Taoism, two philosophical traditions that emerged during the Zhou dynasty, profoundly influenced Chinese society and governance. These ideas about morality, ethics, and harmony are still relevant in contemporary discussions about social values. The development of writing, particularly oracle bones, allowed for record keeping and the transmission of knowledge, helping to unify the diverse cultures within China. The Americas, civilizations of the New World. Across the ocean, civilizations such as the Maya and Aztec flourished in Mesoamerica. The Maya developed a sophisticated understanding of astronomy and mathematics, creating a complex calendar system and impressive architectural structures like pyramids and observatories. The Aztecs, on the other hand, established a powerful empire in central Mexico, known for its military prowess and intricate social hierarchy. Their capital, Tenochtitlan, was one of the largest cities in the world at the time and featured impressive temples and marketplaces. Both civilizations made significant contributions to art, agriculture, and governance, laying the groundwork for future cultures in the Americas. Ancient Greece, the birthplace of democracy. As we move into the classical era, we cannot overlook ancient Greece, the birthplace of democracy, philosophy, and the arts. This civilization produced remarkable thinkers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, who laid the foundations for Western philosophy and political thought. The Greeks also made significant advancements in theater, literature, and the visual arts. The Parthenon stands as a testament to their architectural prowess and cultural achievements. The Olympic Games, originating in Greece, fostered a spirit of competition and unity that resonates even today. However, the Greek city-states, including Athens and Sparta, often found themselves at odds, leading to conflicts that shaped their political landscape and paved the way for new alliances. The Roman Empire, a legacy of law and engineering. The Roman Empire emerged as one of the most powerful civilizations in history, spanning 3 continents. Romans excelled in engineering and architecture. Roman law laid the groundwork for modern legal systems, emphasizing principles like justice and equality before the law. The establishment of the Pax Romana, a period of relative peace, allowed for cultural exchange and trade to flourish. However, internal strife, economic challenges, and external pressures eventually led to the decline of the Western Roman Empire. The Eastern Roman Empire, known as the Byzantine Empire, continued to thrive for centuries, preserving classical knowledge and culture. The Middle Ages and the Renaissance. The Age of Faith, spanning roughly from the 5th to the 15th century, were characterized by feudalism and the dominance of the church. It was a time of knights, castles, and religious wars. Despite the challenges, this era also saw the rise of universities and the preservation of knowledge. Monastic communities played a crucial role in preserving classical texts, contributing to the intellectual revival that would characterize the later Middle Ages. The spread of Christianity shaped European societies and politics, leading to conflicts like the Crusades. The Renaissance, a rebirth of culture. The Renaissance marked a profound cultural rebirth in Europe, beginning in the 14th century. It was a period of renewed interest in classical antiquity, leading to remarkable advancements in art, science, and literature. Artists like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo produced masterpieces that showcased humanism, a philosophy emphasizing the value of human experience and reason. The invention of the printing press by Johannes Gutenberg revolutionized the dissemination of knowledge, making literature and ideas more accessible. The Renaissance laid the groundwork for the modern world, challenging traditional beliefs and fostering a spirit of inquiry and exploration. The Age of Exploration, expanding horizons, spanning the 15th to the 17th centuries, witnessed European powers venturing into uncharted territories. Explorers like Christopher Columbus, Ferdinand Magellan, and Vasco da Gama opened new trade routes and encountered diverse cultures. This era of exploration led to the Columbian Exchange, a profound transfer of goods, ideas, and populations between the Old World and the New World. While it brought wealth and new resources, it also resulted in the exploitation and colonization of indigenous peoples. The Scientific Revolution, a shift in thinking. The Scientific Revolution, emerging in the 16th century, transformed humanity's understanding of the natural world. Thinkers like Galileo, Copernicus, and Newton challenged traditional beliefs, paving the way for modern science. The development of the scientific method emphasized observation, experimentation, and reasoning. This shift in thinking had profound implications for philosophy, religion, and society, fostering an era of enlightenment and innovation. The Enlightenment and Revolutions. The Enlightenment of the 18th century was characterized by a surge of intellectual thought emphasizing reason, individualism, and skepticism of authority. Philosophers like John Locke, Voltaire, and Rousseau laid the groundwork for modern democratic ideals. This intellectual movement inspired revolutions around the world. The American Revolution, 1775 to 1783, sought independence from British rule, establishing the principles of liberty and self-governance. The French Revolution, 1789 to 1799, challenged the monarchy and sought to establish equality, leading to significant social and political changes in France and beyond. The Industrial Revolution and the modern era, transforming society. The Industrial Revolution, beginning in the late 18th century, brought about profound changes in society, economy, and technology. Innovations in machinery, transportation, and communication revolutionized production methods. The rise of factories led to urbanization, as people moved to cities in search of work. This shift altered social structures and created new economic systems, including capitalism. While the Industrial Revolution brought unprecedented growth and prosperity, it also resulted in challenging working conditions and social inequalities. The World Wars, global conflict and consequences. The 20th century was marked by two devastating world wars that reshaped global politics and societies. World War I, 1914 to 1918, resulted from a complex web of alliances and conflicts, leading to widespread destruction and loss of life. In the aftermath, the Treaty of Versailles imposed harsh penalties on Germany, contributing to the rise of totalitarian regimes. World War II, 1939 to 1945, further transformed the world, as nations grappled with the horrors of war and the Holocaust. The United Nations was established in 1945 to promote peace and prevent future conflicts, highlighting the importance of international cooperation. The Cold War. The post-World War II era was defined by the Cold War, a geopolitical struggle between the United States and the Soviet Union. This ideological conflict led to the division of Europe and the establishment of communist regimes in Eastern Europe. The arms race and the space race symbolized the competition for technological superiority. Events like the Cuban Missile Crisis brought the world to the brink of nuclear war, emphasizing the fragility of peace during this tense period. Reflections on human civilization. As we reflect on the history of human civilizations, we see a rich tapestry of achievements, struggles, and transformations. Each era has contributed to our understanding of the world and shaped the societies we inhabit today. From the early hunter-gatherers to the complexities of modern global interactions, history teaches us valuable lessons about resilience, innovation, and the interconnectedness of humanity. Our past informs our present, and as we face new challenges, understanding history empowers us to navigate the future. The journey through time reminds us of our shared humanity, urging us to learn from the past to create a better world for future generations. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of human civilizations. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments.